welcome back to my channel. The first of the buy rounds will be soon upon us. Important trading week, this one, because it is toughy. Do we bring in players on their buy to help us for later buy rounds, which are a bit harder, or do we fix up trade players who are on their buy to players that are off their buy, not on their buy, and then bring them back afterwards? Is that wasting too many trades? We've got the Grundy issue. We've got how many players is good enough for a team. Even if you have 19, is that actually suitable for your team? There's a fair few questions to be answered in this round. My ideology with bringing in players on their buy, if you're really comfortable with your team, or have a worry about next 2 weeks in your plans and stuff, you can see you're going to struggle to get 18, 100% bring in someone on their buy. It might cost you 20 points this week, but as I said in my trade talk, it will benefit you 50 to 100 points depending on the play you bring in, depending if they're the 19th or if you actually just sneak in 18. Could benefit you up to 100 points in the future weeks. Might cost you about 30 or 20 or 30 odd this week playing a rookie over a premium. So that, I wouldn't mind that. But certainly, I don't ideally like bringing in players who have their buy to come, especially the players next round, because you're bringing them for 1 week, out for next, and then back in the round 13. But again, like the ones with the bringing in on the first buy, if you're really confident that your second buy is really good, you might have no forwards in that second buy. Bringing a forward is for that who has that buy. There is no harm in doing so if they're not going to actually play, especially like a rookie. I'm bringing in Madden this week because I know he's not going to. Whoever I trade is not going to be able to be on field anyway. Kaczynski's not going to be on field next week for me because I have stacks of players in the buy this week or the last round. So bringing in Madden does not have any effect on my players in my team. My other trade this week, doing a straight swap from Phillips to Heaney. I'm just doing this as a cash grab, and plus I do like Heaney's role. I watched him the last couple of weeks. I do see him averaging about that 95. Plays the kill this week. Pretty easy matchup for him. And at 539, I think he's just someone. He gives me 20 more points on Phillips for the same price. Plus, and my round 13 buy isn't overly packed with premiums. I actually have no premium round 14 buy players in my team at this in either my midfield or my defence at this very stage. So I'm fine bringing in one of them this week. So Heaney's my other trade in, and I'm going to trade Grundy for Gorn. I know Grundy might be a week out, but this week with my players that I do have 21. You say, well, why are you trading Grundy? It doesn't overly matter if he's out for a week. The main thing is I have Tracy, I have Nicholas Murray, I have James Madden, who had Riley, Tilthorpe, James Rowe. Those 5, I don't expect to score anywhere more than 45, 50 at max. Tracy, Nicholas Murray might not even get to 30. So that's their 20th and 21 already sorted. So but still I've got the Burns, Collier Dawkins, Bianco, Robertson, Warner, who still might not go over 55, 60. So the more players you have, the better chance that your 18th player is actually half decent. It gives you an advantage over some people. People might be playing 18 this week, but they might have a Tracy, they might have a Murray. Getting rid of those scores are very handy, and also an injury could pop up anywhere in time during the round. I feel pretty comfortable with my trades coming in because I've got I can just swap out Short and Ridley next week for Markov and Stewart. That's an easy swap. McRae and Merritt for Duncan and Taranto, and pretty much Kelly and Hall for Madden, and then I can move Robertson into the forward line. So I'm pretty confident having 21, I think, again next round. So that's my trades for this round and my thoughts on the buyers. Captain options this week. You get free range with a loop with buy players not being locked out until the end of the round. So you can VC anyone you want, and you can captain anyone after that. So you've got 2 cracks of the cherry, and then just chuck a C on a buy player. It'll be pretty easy this round. You should be able to do it. You should at least have 1 buy player this week. So my options this week, I do like some of the Melbourne boys, the Oliver, Gawn, Oliver and Gawn, Lions. Anyone in that game I do see going about 115. McCluggage, 110, 115. As a VC, they're handy options. Even a Merritt later on, because I feel like the number 1 this week is McRae, who's playing the last round. So you got a VC free hit on anyone before him. I don't see McRae going under 120 against Freo. 30 touches every week so far, and Freo gives up plenty to their opposition. So I don't see him going on, as I said, 120. Bont is a possible other option, but I wouldn't. McRae is so much safer. So yeah, my free hit VCs probably go in the order of Merritt, Oliver, Gawn, Parrish, Lions, McCluggage. That's probably my top 6. Sydney is a hardish team to score against. West Coast don't tend to give up big-ish numbers as well, with Walsh as well. So those are my captain thoughts. Loopholes, you probably won't have to worry about them this week. Like, I could technically, if Sharp was playing, with Duncan down, loop Sharp on the field with Bianco. But then again, you see the loopholes you take is all dependent on how many players you do have in your team. If you've got 20, 21, most likely 50 probably won't cut up from a loophole. That it usually does, so you probably need a 65, 60. Unless, like me, you've got those Maddens, the Treacy's, Murrays and Highmores, which might not get you more than 40 on your field anyway. So see where your 18th man is, and then probably add 10 if you want to take a loophole option for this week. So that's my thoughts for this round. It is a tough little round to trade in, but hopefully all works out for everyone. Hope you have a good weekend. Hopefully the teams named are good this round, recording before they are announced. I don't see my team changing with any announcements. Possibly if Jordan's named out, he might go, but I don't see that happening at all with Melbourne in some good form. So till Sunday night, or possibly Monday, because there is a late game this Sunday evening. Have a good one.